Okay, I'm Dennis and I come from Germany and work now in Rentopians in Finland. In my childhood, my father was a crane operator, and many times I go with him to the job place and see the big machines, and I all the time thinking, when I'm adult, I want to do the same like my father do. So actually, this is what I'm doing right now. Before I started in Rentop, I was supervisor for main crane installation in wind farms. So I'm working already more than 20 years with cranes. So my experience was already on a high level. But of course, in the last years, I learned a lot of new things. So when I come first to Rentop and think about if I want to work for them, then I directly find out this is a totally different company with a totally different attitude. You not feel like a worker there, you feel something like friend, family, and the third point maybe is that you are a worker. So everything is something like much more relaxed and not something like a pressure or you have a totally different attitude in this company. So you're always feeling well and nice. To be a crane operator, you must have this a little bit in your blood. You have not only need this physical understanding, you also this hand and eye connection what you need, or this understanding how things are moving. So this is something like what you have or don't have. So you can learn it, but there's a crane operator inside before they even see a crane. So this is what you actually really need. You must like your job. When you like something, then you are good in this. The safety is really important in this job, and of course this is what I also explain or training to everybody, that you take every single move what you do seriously. Never thinking I have done this 20 times and now it's easier. So you have to give all the time the full intention to this what you do in this moment. There's no space for some accidents or not be on a moment. So you really have to be serious for this what you're doing at the moment. The best in my job is that I really like to travel and I really like to see other countries. And in this job you travel nearly every month to another country, you meet new people from different cultures, and you have a lot of new friendships and a lot of new stories about lives what you hear. So this is one of the nice points in this job, that you all the time have new people around. The job is really quite hard sometimes. You're working in 25 degree minus outside, so you have really hard body work when you're moving cranes. So it's not everything, it's so well, but of course the salary is it's one point, but this job is something like really physical. So it's not for people who not really can move themselves. I'm working also in harbors and driving the harbor cranes for offloading containers from a ship. This was where I'm actually come to this big business. But I'm working in factories, I'm working in atomic power plants. So at the moment mostly in wind farms, but here's also tiny projects where we sometimes go with little cranes. And this is a peaceful time when you not work so hard and sitting in small cranes. So this is also a nice part of this job. When we are starting in Rentop, we was only really a tiny amount of people. We was maybe 10 operators, but then we was so successful and our clients really need more from our work that we raise up so fast that I'm not really can stay in a crane anymore. I have to be more a supervisor for our people. So this was actually a hard time for me. I'm not really an office person. And it goes more and more and more, so that I only can sit in the office. But now we find a solution. We hire a lot of office people new. So now I have the possibility to go out on the field again, working, doing what I like, sitting in a crane. So of course there's still some office work, but it's not so big like before anymore. So now we can enjoy much more. I look for the future from Rentop. I think this will be an unbelievable story. We raise up so fast and so good, and we have so much work in front that we even doesn't matter how many people we have, we still have not enough. So I think in 5 years, I think maybe we are one of the biggest manpower companies in the world.